This is a short video just to show you at the end of Year 8 how to write about two things in particular. Firstly, about hobbies and keeping fit, and secondly, about holidays. When referring to hobbies, there are certain things that we want to include. Perhaps, was ist dein Lieblingshobby? Was machst du gern? Was machst du nicht gern? Wie oft machst du das? Ein bisschen Word oder zwei. Ein bisschen über die Lieblingsjahreszeit, ein bisschen über Wetter. Was machst du, wenn es regnet? Und vielleicht ein bisschen über die Familie. Ja, was macht deine Mutter? Was macht dein Vater? Then you can show that you can use third person verbs as well. I'm going to start my paragraph off by saying that I'm very sporty. Ich bin sehr sportlich. Und mein Lieblingssport ist... Und mein Lieblingssport ist Tennis. Then I'm going to say how often I play tennis, perhaps also with whom, because I know how to say mit. Right, so I'm going to say I play tennis. Now remember PVA word order 1, adverb next. Ich spiele zweimal in der Woche Tennis. Actually, I'm going to put with my mother first, and then I'll put mit meiner Mutter Tennis. So I put with whom before what it is you play. Right, and I want to use some word order too, so I'm going to say sometimes I play football with my brother, but I find it boring. Then I give an opinion. Manchmal spiele ich mit meinem Bruder. Now, brother after mit is meinem. Mit meinem Bruder Fußball. Aber das finde ich langweilig. Okay. Now I want to use gern, so I think I'm going to say in my free time I also like to go to the cinema, and that way I can also use word order too. So in my free time, in meiner Freizeit, I also go. Well, it's I also go in English, but in German it's I go also. But as I've put in meiner Freizeit first, I've got to put my verb next, so it's going to be in meiner Freizeit gehe ich auch gern ins Kino. Right, full stop. Now I want to say something about in the summer, I don't know, in the summer I go swimming, and it's my favourite time of year. Actually, I'm going to start off with my favourite time of year. Meine Lieblingsjahreszeit. Jahreszeit ist der Sommer. It's summer. Denn ich gehe schwimmen. Now, then gives me that nice link word there. Now I'm going to say, when it's cold and windy, I stay at home. Wenn es kalt und windig ist. And we call this word order 3. Now, if I'm starting my sentence with word order 3, I need to put a comma, and then I need to start this one with word order 2. So, when it's cold and windy, I stay at home and I watch TV. So, word order 2 is going to be bleibe ich zu Hause und sehe fern. I've not really covered fitness. We'll just add a little bit about fitness. Right, in order to stay fit, fit zu bleiben. Now, if you use fit zu bleiben, again, you need to have a comma and then word order 2. So, fit zu bleiben. So, in order to stay fit, I go jogging every day. gehe ich jeden Tag joggen. Now, I'm going to tell you what additionally is. You're going to use noch dazu. Noch dazu. That's additionally, I sleep 8 hours a night and eat an apple every day. So noch dazu esse ich, jeden Tag einen Apfel. I'll do it the other way around. Tag, einen Apfel. Eat an apple every day and I sleep 8 hours a night. Ich schlafe 8 Stunden pro Nacht. Yeah, it's a good paragraph, that. Very pleased with that. So let's move on now to holidays. So I'm thinking if I'm going to write about holidays, these are the things I need to include. Wo, where I went, of course. Warum, maybe why. Wie lange, how long I went for. Wie, how I got there. Mit wem, who I went with. Wo übernachtet, where I stayed. Was gemacht, what I did. Wetter, what the weather is like. And a Meinung, so an opinion. Now to write about holidays, I'm going to use time, manner, place to start with to say when I went, which wasn't actually on my list, how I got there and where I went. So I'm going to say last year my family and I went to. Now, when I'm using past tense, I've got to remember that gefahren, geblieben, gegangen and geflogen all go with ich bin, du bist, ist, wir sind, sie sind in the past tense. So actually I'm going to say last year my family and I went to Scotland. So I know I'm going to use gefahren, so I'm going to need sein in the past tense. So that means if I went with my family and I need sind, meine Familie und ich, because family and I is plural, and that's why I'll put and ich, that's why I need sind. Letztes Jahr sind meine Familie und ich, I'm going to use time, manner, place, so I need manner next. Mit dem Auto, I struggle to fit this in, nach Schottland gefahren. Now I said, why would we go to Scotland? Well, I went to Scotland because my sister lives there. So I'm going to write den, because meine Schwester lives in Scotland. Now, I need T because it's my sister. Denn meine Schwester wohnt in Schottland. Now remember, we're showing how to do adding extra words. So noch dazu, additionally, I love Scotland, word order 2 needed, liebe ich Schottland. But the weather is not always good. Aber no, actually, let's say the weather is sometimes cold and it rains. Aber das Wetter ist manchmal kalt and it rains. I can't use es ist with this one, so I have to say und es regnet. Right, okay, that's all present tense. I'm going back to past tense now. So I've done where, I've done why, I've done when, I've done how I get there. So I need to say how long I stayed, or we stayed. We stayed for 2 nights, but actually we don't need to say, how about, actually I think we will use wir sind. We stayed, so stayed is geblieben, so I've got to remember to put that at the end, and I need wir sind again, because geblieben goes with wir sind. Wir sind 2 Wochen geblieben. We stayed for 2 weeks, and I stayed with relatives, and actually we stayed with relatives. Now this time we're going to use übernachtet, and that doesn't go with sind, that goes with haben. Und wir haben bei Verwandten and we stayed with relatives, und wir haben bei Verwandten übernachtet. Right, I'm going to move on to the activities, but I'm just going to give an opinion before I talk about the activities. So I'm going to say my holiday in Scotland was fun. Now in German, was fun, you have to use the verb machen with it, and we've got to put that into the past tense. So my holiday, it's der Urlaub, so it's mein Urlaub, or you could change it to our holiday, which is unser Urlaub. Mein Urlaub in Scotland was fun. I've got to use hat. Lots of fun, in fact. Viel Spaß gemacht. Now I've got to say what I did then. So I'm going to say am Montag, on the Monday, I visited Edinburgh. Habe ich Edinburgh besucht, or Edinburgh, but Edinburgh besucht. No, I need besucht. It doesn't have a G in front of it. And I found that fantastic. Und ich fand... right. And I found it fantastic. Did I put und already? I may have done. Und ich fand es fantastisch. Really should put something in front of fantastisch, like besonders, total. On the next day, I did something else. What can you do in Scotland? I visited a museum. Habe ich ein Museum besucht. And then ate haggis in a restaurant. Now then, this is good because this is sequencing on Dan, but I need word order too. Habe ich, and remember I need my gegessen at the end. Habe ich Haggis in einem Restaurant gegessen. Das war, let's give an opinion, aber nicht so lecker. Now, giving an opinion at the end is a really good idea. Oh, now I forgot to mention the weather, didn't I? Oh, das Wetter war, I'm doing PVA, so verb war jeden Tag, my adverb of frequency, and then my rest of my sentence. So the weather was nice every day, and on the whole, I enjoyed my holiday. No, I don't know how to say it in German, so I can't. On the whole, I loved Scotland. Actually, I could do what I loved because it's lieben and it's like spielen. It goes to ich habe geliebt. So, das Wetter war jeden Tag schön, aber all in all, alles in allem, I need word order too. I loved my holiday. Perfect tense. Habe ich meinen Urlaub geliebt. Okay, and that's a pretty good effort at writing about holiday.